Hi, everybody. I just wanted to walk you through this exam and the materials that I have collected for you here. So let's start with, I'll open it up from down here, the study guide, which I posted in last week's module. So there'll be a matching section. Then there's a multiple choice section, and then followed by that, there's a few short answer questions. And the short answer question, this is your prompt, or these are the subject matters of the short answers I'm going to ask about. Just so you know, everything else is going to be the multiple choice stuff. So this one is 1 for 1. We did this in the midterm. Um, then your classic multiple choice questions. But then I wanted to speak a little bit about this section here, the short answer sections, where you'll write like a paragraph for each of these. What's the mind body problem? Um, and give an example, or give an imaginary example. Make something up just to illustrate the mind body problem, for instance. And it'll be the same for the problem of personal identity, free will, and the problem of evil. Now, what I wanted to point out and make super clear with everybody is that these problems have been formulated very specifically, actually. So, for instance, let's take the mind body problem. What you don't want to say is, um, the mind body problem is when you think one thing but you feel another, and you don't want to ramble about something in general. What I'm looking for is the specific formulation of each of these problems, and they can be found in the PowerPoints, right? So I'll just give you an example answer here. The mind body problem is the problem of interaction, right? So if it's the case, and it kicked off with Descartes, if it's the case that the mind and body are completely separate substances, and the mind is immaterial mental stuff, and the body is material physical stuff, the question and the problem is, how can these two possibly interact? How can immaterial stuff, like a thought, cause changes in the material world, like even in your body, which is a material thing? How can you have a thought that about wanting to go and grab a cup of coffee, and then your body moves along with it? This is what I'm looking for here. It's the problem of interaction, and it's exemplified by the law of conservation of energy. It's fleshed out that way. So you want to make the problem really specific. Look to the PowerPoints for those, and then just give us some sort of mundane everyday example to put some meat on the bones of the problem. And do that for each of these. See what else I wanted to point out to you. Right, so you'll have the exam here, and it's not due until 11:59 p.m. on Sunday, December the 20th. However, that's when it auto submits, so don't wait until the last minute, because I also didn't put a timer on this. You have unlimited time, but only one chance. So you can't quit the exam and then come back later. It's one sitting, but you have as much time as you'd like. And then one more thing. Right here, I've collected all of the PowerPoints for that are useful for the metaphysics exam. So they're all the ones that we've had since the midterm. So they're all in one place for you here as well. And I think that is about it. And good luck, do well, and let me know if you have any questions.